about LabWork. I know that I told you guys I wasn't going to grade it, but yet I still did. Um, and the only reason is to kind of give you guys a scale of, hey, where you guys are from, perfect lab work in terms of your scan and your writing. I know that some of you guys have what you consider bad writing, or what other people have told you that you have bad writing. But bottom line is that I think that you can do better. Okay. I have a tendency to write poorly at some points, and then when I want to, I can write really well, right? So it's just the focus that I need to write better. So wondering if focus is all you need to write better or not, I'm not really sure. Okay. So I'm just asking to do the best that you can, right? And the comments is just to tell you, hey, what do you need to do and how you should apply that to LabWork 2 so that I can grade that and give you some comments on, hey, how can you do better so that when we get to LabWork 3, you have pretty much perfect lab work in terms of scanning and writing. And then from there, we can focus on just the work itself, right? So some of the common comments that I had was that you don't need to put your work onto one page. You just have to scan multiple pages into one file. Some work is slash may be missing. So I'm not saying that you're missing any work, but sometimes when we try to squeeze everything to one page so that you don't get docked for multiple files, is that we tend to skip steps. We tend to some of the steps are important as I'm grading them so that it either counts against you or counts for you. So I would rather that you put in more work or write down more work, and for me to be able to grade and not assume that you got the work from somewhere else. All right. 2, please make sure that all of the pages have the correct orientation. Meaning, if this piece of paper in front of you is sideways, it would be hard to read, right? So some of your scans, page 1 was sideways, page 2 was the correct way, page 3 was sideways, page 4 was the right way. So those make it hard for me to grade anything, and it would be hard for you to read anything as well. So I'm trying to make sure that you guys don't get to that point. All right. So please do that. And you can check those, right? When you look at the thing, you can rotate it the way that you're supposed to rotate it. And I showed that in class, one of the videos I made during class. So please fix those as you're scanning. I said, please box your answer as well as your choices. So over here, I show the work, and you know that this is my answer based on what I got, and it happens to match choice A. And some of you guys won't show these two pieces and just say A, and the A answer says this. I don't need to know what the choices are saying. I need to know that your work is saying what choice A says. I know it's kind of weird. But anyways, 4, please crop when needed. I want to see work and not everything else that is around it, right? So I kind of did a picture here. I don't need to see your hand. I don't need to see your arm. I don't need to see the chairs around you. I don't need to see what is around. I just want to see your work, right? And this right now, the way I just scanned it, obviously it's very hard to see the work, where this example up top is a lot easier, and even this one on the bottom is easier as well. So please crop it so that I can actually see your work without your thumb in there. Just lay on a flat surface in front of a black t-shirt or any kind of dark t-shirt, and that will work very well. All right. Number 5, remember that I said that you should always rewrite before you submit. Now, what I'm showing you here is my first draft. Okay. So I always write all of my stuff in 2 drafts as well. So I write the first draft here, and then my second draft looks like this. Okay. So that's why I tend to do myself as well. So I'm asking you guys to put in the same type of work. All right. Now, this is my first draft. So if your work looks better than what I have as a first draft, then I am good, right? If your first draft looks as good as my first draft, then I'm good with your first draft. Just be orderly. Now, someone did decide that they're just going to do one problem on each page. I'm cool with that. I love that idea because, like for intermediate algebra, I change problem number 6 up, and the only reason I did is so that it would match the answer itself, so that you can actually show the work and everything else. So all she would have had to do is delete number 6 and just rewrite number 6 and just scan it, and boom, it's done. They don't have to worry about how am I going to fit this in there. Am I going to have to just tape a piece of paper in place of 6 and then rescan that page? So those are things that it will kind of help if you put each problem on each individual page. Someone from the past has used like a whiteboard and wrote on the whiteboard and then took a picture of each problem as she's doing it. So that would help as well. All right. So last but not least, number 6 says, do not use the choices to answer your question. All right. So number 6 here is really easy to use the choices to answer this, because right here with the less than and equal to and greater than equal to, we know that this is going to be a solid line. Both of them are going to be solid lines. And choice A in this case was both solid lines, where choice B, C, and D did not have both lines as solid lines. So you chose choice A. Now, if you did that during the exam, I'm good with that. I think that's a brilliant idea to use those choices. However, the lab work is about how well do you execute the information I give you, right? Or my videos give you. So I do want you to show the work. I want you to do the work and then say, look, based on my work, it backs up that A is the correct answer. Okay. And this was actually for 1033 for college algebra. This problem right here, it's very easy for them to just say, hey, look, I'm just going to start plugging in -1 for X, 3 for Y, and 3 for Z into each problem and see if that works out for all 3 problems. If that doesn't work out, then I'll plug these 3 into to see if those work. Plug these 3 in to see if it works. Plug these 3 to see if it works. I don't want that to happen. If you decide to do that on the exam, I can't say anything because I don't know what you did. Okay. However, again, lab work is for me to see how well you execute the information that I give you. So I do need to see the work, not using the choices to find your answer. Okay. So hopefully that helps you guys to improve your lab work. And the other thing was that you guys also, some of you guys asking for extensions to LabWork 2, and I'm grateful that you guys all want to at least get some feedback on LabWork 2, which is awesome. And I will do that for only, I repeat, only LabWork 2. After that, you need to make sure that you plan ahead to make sure that you can get LabWork 3 in on time. There will be 0 extensions from here on out for any of the LabWorks. Understood? So hopefully you guys understand. So once you hear this video, LabWork 2 has been extended to Monday at 6 p.m. Monday the 18th at 6 p.m. So you'll have a whopping over 24 hours to resubmit or submit or resubmit LabWork 2 after you hear this video. If you have any questions, let me know. See ya.